Alright, welcome back to another episode of Chat Bout Flim.
Yeah.
Alright. And as you guys may notice, we have our first returnee from season 1, the Honorable DJ Crawford. As you can see, he's wearing his Chat Bout Flim shirt. Merch. Wow. Don't worry, there's more merch coming soon. You know, we're just kind of working on some prototypes. Tell us what you think in the comments.
Get your money up.
Yeah.
You guys like mine? Right?
You know, we just have all these things we're working on.
No jokes.
So, anyway, we have a really interesting episode coming up, so I'm just going to throw it to Gigi to kick it off.
Alright, hey guys, it's me again. I've missed you so much. It's been so long.
That's what she said.
Ah!
Welcome back. As Simon said, we have our esteemed Flim enthusiast DJ with us. I'm just going to introduce everybody in the room. You don't know we have Jamie.
Yeah.
Our lovely producer Kathy. Woo! Sarita. Hey. Like just shout over. Hey. I said it for her. Matthew.
Yo, I'm there.
Okay. Alright. And I just want to take this chance to tell
Oh
you.
yeah, and Simon the writer is here.
Yeah, but he already spoke.
Yeah, we see you.
We know you're already here.
You're seen.
Alright, so remember to follow us on Instagram, comment, share, subscribe on YouTube, on our Anchor. You can listen to us, you can subscribe there, subscribe anywhere where you listen to podcasts.
Twitter as well.
TikTok. We keep saying that.
But it's there. We'll put up the last quick review. It's there.
Oh yeah, it's there. Check us out there. You know, we're millennials. What's the next one? Gen Zs?
Yeah.
Use TikTok?
I don't know what I am. I don't even know what I am.
I'm an
X and Z use TikTok.
Cool. Go there. We're there.
We're not dancing on it yet.
Yes.
Whoa.
Alright, so we're just going to get into our hot topic. Now, this week it was announced that Jamie Foxx is going to play Mike Tyson in a TV biopic series directed by Martin Scorsese. What do you guys think about that?
Well, for one, I definitely rate Jamie Foxx. It sounds like a wicked combination.
Yeah.
Great actor, great director, great topic. But I wonder about the age factor because I feel like the most important part of Mike Tyson's life
Was his younger
is his
career.
youth. That is the really interesting part.
Okay, it says here the project is set to span Tyson's life as he rises to become one of the most legendary boxing figures of all time. So it doesn't really say exactly where it's going to start.
It's starting in his youth.
So,
So?
if it's about
Let's
this right,
see
it has to be
it.
The interesting part for me will be to see what type of angle they take on his character, because there's a lot of things about his life that's not okay in 2021.
Right.
True
You
story.
know
Like
what I
with
mean?
Robin.
True story.
And yeah, so it's like, are they going to make it seem? Is he a villain? Is he a hero or an anti-hero? I mean, it's going to be an interesting take, especially with Scorsese, because he's good at villains.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then the next thing is Jamie Foxx. The next thing is that Jamie Foxx is seen as, when it comes to Mike Tyson, he's done that voice before, but as comedic.
Yeah.
Can he do this on a serious level?
Well, we know that he can do
I think he
serious
can.
stuff.
But no, well, I think he can when it comes to portraying somebody. He did Ray. He was good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm very hot and cold when it comes to Jamie Foxx, personally. But I know he has the talent or the capabilities to do it. You know, but it's just that to see him do the Mike Tyson voice on a comedy level, and Mike Tyson never really liked, I think there was a little beef between
They
them. at
had
one point.
beef, but they're actually very good friends now.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Mike Tyson is a different person now. He's very humble, very philosophical,
Fox.
and
Mhm.
unusually intelligent. I mean, you wouldn't- no, I mean, I'm
So
not
like you
listening.
never read it.
But like it comes out, it comes out of nowhere when he
first thing
drops
you
it.
see is he's a brute,
Yeah.
but he drops gems all the time. And one of the things that I think I saw about this topic is that they have spent a lot of time together in preparation. And I kind of think back to Ray as well. How deeply Jamie Foxx submersed himself to.
Yeah, and he spent a lot of time with Ray Charles himself.
Exactly.
So, alright. And it's Scorsese.
And it's Scorsese.
So, yeah.
So we're looking out for it.
We're definitely looking out for that.
Yeah, man.
Alright. So, for something local, which is our next topic.
Something local, we are going to be watching a short film, Flim, by Joe Fenton of Small World Island, and it's called Mother Finch.
And it is a stop motion animation. And while we're watching it, DJ, you and I can just chat about the film.
Chat Bout Flim.
Yeah, man. So yeah, he made all of this from scratch.
Sick.
Everything.
Where?
I think yeah,
Where?
in Jamaica. This is a Jamaican film.
This is so cute.
You guys can send me the link for this, please.
Huh?
I want the link.
It's in Chat Bout.
Man.
Yeah, it's really mad. And then in it there's a bunch of BTS as well. So you get to see how we put it together out there. Trust me. And I love this story, man. It's such a deep story in such a short time. You know what I love about stop motion too is it's obviously animation, it's obviously cartoon. There's an attention to detail though that makes it feel real. You know, so it's not real as in it looks like real birds, but it's real where the 3D of it connects it to it a little bit more than a cartoon would, than a 2D animation would.
The texture.
The texture,
Yeah, man.
that's exactly what it is. It gives an added texture that I like.
It's the flaws. Like, the flaws make it real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dog, take a shot. The stinging dog. Oh. It's a really neat.
Don't. That's so cute.
It is the cutest thing ever. It is the cutest thing ever. And it's really short and concise. What is that?
That was
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's hard to imagine that was actually done here. What's his background?
The background I don't know of him in film. I know his mom was big in art, but he works with Just Bus. So he does a lot of shooting when it comes to filming, camera work. He does audio a lot. He does a lot of audio. His brother does a lot of production. So I'm sure his brother, John Fenton or Graham Fenton is his name, did the background music. And I'm sure Pierce McLean from Just Bus is part of that. You saw it in the thanks at the end, part of the production team. You know, but he's into that sort of artwork, that sort of design, and he's into that. And for short films, I mean, I've watched a few even Oscar-nominated short films, and yo, this shot.
Listen, one of the things that I really love about where our local, I guess, film scene is going is the creativity and the lack of limits. Like, nobody is limiting themselves to say, yo, this is the box. You can't stray outside of this. Like, I would never think that Jamaica would go full stop motion, especially in 2021.
Yeah.
2021, yeah, 2021. You know, but mind blown. I love it.
Mind blown for sure. Yeah, I mean, I just want to big up Joe Fenton for this production, for this work that he's done.
Does he have anything else coming up? Like,
Yeah, so Small World Island is the IG page,
Right.
and this is the first film.
Right.
He wants it to have a whole lot of content. Although I'm telling him to push this for like cartoon
Festivals
tune
or-
festival, festivals for short films,
Yeah.
cartoons. It's really well done. It takes a lot of work. That's the first thing.
Do you know
See,
how long this took him?
I don't have the analytics, but I know it took a while. You know, and he has and on that same Small World Island IG page, he has a whole bunch of BTS videos. While we're talking about it, I can't even have the BTS running. I'll just have the BTS running throughout this conversation. You know, I'll have it running right. I've seen them do this in YouTube videos.
Right here?
Right there.
Man, I hope that works.
It's not gonna work.
DJ would have to go like this.
Do it, DJ.
No, on your left?
Oh, right here.
Alright.
But that's not where it's supposed to go, me?
I'm not sure.
What's the blankest space?
But
Right, so
it goes
This
a
is the blankest
specific place. You can't put it where you want it to go. If you're talking about the...
Yo, so you tell me I
the
can't
top.
put the video right here?
Oh, you can put the video there.
The video can go right on my hand, don't
Right on
it?
your hand, yes. That's where it's gonna go.
Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. We just pointed at like 6 different places. But it's fun to see that get put together, you know, and I really enjoy that.
Before we go into our next segment, I want to take some time to big up today's sponsor, Golden Tiger Honey. There it is right there. Supply of 100% honey.
Trust me, the honey shot. As you notice, it's half the buckle. I couldn't hold it. I've been using it all week, and it's just I couldn't hold it. So
Yeah, you can check out on IG, right?
yes, it's on it. Their IG is thetiger.I. Contact him for all your honey, and they give you full bottles.
Not half bottle.
Not half bottle, and there's 2 sizes.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Alright guys, so our next topic, we're going to go into our favorite Oscar movies, nominations for 2021.
Favorite. Alright, so for the most part, you guys haven't seen as many nominees as I have.
Definitely not.
Far from.
So we're going to talk about the ones you guys have seen, and I'm going to speak about some of my favorite nominees for 2021 and just kind of say them as recommendations. Definitely out of the best picture nominees, the first thing I'm going to not recommend is Nomadland. And I'm throwing that out there because I have a strong feeling it might win Best Picture. It's such a snooze. I might do a quick review on it, but I don't know if I want to.
I've not seen it, but hasn't it been cleaning up already?
Yes, and I'm so goddamn annoyed by it. I'm so annoyed. It's one of those like, to diss it is like you're dissing homeless people, but it's like a movie about RVs. People in RVs, and it's so boring. It's so
Nomadland.
Nomadland. Yeah, it's like Nomadland is like getting chicken breast from somebody who don't know how to season them chicken. Honestly, that's what it was so bland, and everybody is feeling sorry for the movie and the type of characters, and I get it. It's a decent story idea, but as a movie, it didn't really hold me. The movies that really hold me that I don't know if they're going to win. So for example, One Night in Miami by Regina King is so good. Did you see that?
I saw that one too.
Another one. First of all of those performances were so good. I did not know that somebody other than Denzel Washington could do Malcolm X.
Oh, that movie, yeah.
Give him so much props. Did you get to see that one?
No, but I definitely want to.
But you want to watch it? Yeah.
Definitely.
Regina King's directing is so great. And you know what? This is why I get annoyed. That movie is literally just a night. It's literally just 4 legends in one room.
But
it's so captivating.
Here, I didn't really think about this fact before you just said that. You didn't think anybody else could play that role of Malcolm X. These 4 actors, like, they're all upcoming.
They're all
and
upcoming.
they all did crazy
so
work.
Good. Alright. This was a tight story, so he didn't get to do what Denzel did with Malcolm.
Right.
But I feel like he could knock it out of the water. He did so good in this film. And the actor who plays Ali, way better than Will Smith. Way better. Not way. But I think he should have got nominated for his portrait. He did so well. No, he spoke like the way he spoke like Ali.
He spoke like him, and honestly, like
him pretty like Ali. You know the whole
Alright, so thinking about even that period of Ali's life, I didn't know he was a young man like that.
Right.
20s.
Yeah. Because
so
you know
he really captured that perfectly.
And then the thing is, we forgot how much of a character Cassius Clay was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because before he was Ali, he was Cassius. He didn't have any restrictions. He could party, he could drink, he could have little
Yes.
fun.
You're right.
He could go on a little ways. Now, he still did have attitude as Ali, but he had attitude with a little bit of composure because he was Muslim now. Well, composure is relative, but just comparing Ali composure to Cassius
Right.
composure. And Sam Cooke's, that's the one who got the nomination, by the way.
Oh, he did.
He got the it's Leslie something, Leslie Odom Jr.
Leslie Odom Jr.
Oh yeah.
man. Yeah.
He has his voice. He has the voice,
The voice on point, and I think probably Sam Cooke is the lesser known
of the
of the
floor.
four.
Well,
but
Yeah.
huge impact,
the thing is,
I would say in
I-
a modern setting. Not that he was a lesser light in that time. I think less people know Sam Cooke's story.
No, for sure.
the story. Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to say I think Jim Brown was the least of them all, but you know what? It's different angles because Jim Brown name
And
big.
he's still alive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people have him in the NFL GOAT conversation constant.
Yeah. True.
So he's
But- And it's just amazing that those four people really impacted each other's lives like that. So that's a recommendation for the nominees. Minari
yeah.
is really good. It has my guy from Walking Dead.
Yeah, really good.
He what's his
Steve
name?
Yeun.
Stephen Yeun. I don't know if I
Oh,
pronounced it
yeah,
right.
yeah.
His portrayal of the American dream, or that movie's portrayal of the American dream, this Korean family that's trying to build something,
Yeah.
amazing storytelling. But the grandma,
Sure.
she got nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and I really hope she wins. I really hope she wins. Another not recommendation is United States versus Billie Holiday.
Yeah.
Real horrible movie, but no, it's trash. It's a trash movie. It's by Lee Daniels, who did The Butler, and it has that real, he really wants to be a Lifetime director, I think.
Okay.
But
Oh,
the performance by Billy Day, the lady who plays Billy Day, I keep forgetting these names.
Okay.
Right? Amazing. She's great, and it puts her as a Best Actress nominee. But then the next one you saw was Ma Rainey.
Ma Rainey. Listen.
Did you see Ma Rainey?
Nope.
Did you see Ma Rainey?
No.
Yes.
You saw Ma Rainey.
Yes.
Jamar did see Ma Rainey. Go ahead.
Superb movie. I mean, like, I was kind of speechless when it ended, and I messaged Simon almost immediately. I was like, I'm not sure what I just watched.
Yeah.
Like, I watched a play and a movie at the same time. But
Yeah.
I didn't know how to process it.
The big thing about understanding Ma Rainey and what has happened is that it is a play.
It is a
And it's August Wilson. And August Wilson has a lot of racially aware plays. And it's so timeless. August Wilson also wrote the play for Fences, which Denzel Washington directed, and for Ma Rainey he produced it. And the thing about it is that what August Wilson does is that he allows an outpouring of black emotion on the stage, something that wasn't allowed in film
right.
when he was writing plays, something that wasn't allowed on stage. You know what I mean? We're still talking about films like Gone with the Wind, where the black person who did she win?
She won.
She won Best
Yeah.
Supporting Actress
Yeah,
as a
first.
black woman, and she wasn't allowed to the theater
Yeah.
because she was a nigger to them.
Right.
You understand? And he's writing plays where black people are able to express themselves on stage. So when it translates to film, it becomes draggy to some because it's
Yes.
so dialogue driven.
So much dialogue.
But it's so piercing that at the end of it all, you feel how them feel.
You literally do. Like, you get into them head almost. Like, even Ma Rainey.
Yeah.
Like, you're annoyed by her, you love her, you rate her, you can't stand her. Like,
Yep. All
Within-
them emotions in
like
one.
within half an hour stretches, you're like, want to her, and then it's like, oh, for real, she need for going so. And then even Chadwick Boseman's character,
Damn.
spectacular.
And to know that this was the last thing he did before he died, bro.
He had so much more to give.
Did you see the interview with because the Five Bloods got nominated for something? Chadwick Boseman was in that as well.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
That's Spike Lee's film.
Yeah.
But the actor, and he's in The Wire, man.
Yeah, man. Lester.
Lester.
His real name, right? I don't know.
He did an interview after Chadwick died, where he was crying.
Yes. I saw that interview.
And he was saying how Chadwick Boseman had people massaging his back on set for the Five Bloods. Yeah. And he was like, oh, I'm rich, I'm hype. You know?
He was like, why is he so fragile?
Why is he
Who
so
does he
fragile?
think he
Yeah, who do you
is?
think he is? You know, and as soon as the scene wrap up, him gone to the trailer to get him back rubs and thing, and then him start crying. He's saying he had to do it because the cancer was running through his back. Yeah. The cancer was running through his body.
Yeah,
It
he was like,
yeah.
on the set, he, like, a lot of people had that same impression, like, on to this man, who think he
Yeah.
is?
And for Ma Rainey, he was almost near to getting bare bones. He was very thin.
Yep.
You know, so he had to try to be as big as possible for that and then perform like that.
You, like, the man
Amazing.
put everything into that performance. And
Literally. Literally.
Crazy.
But so that's a recommendation.
Yeah.
Check our IG page for the quick review of Ma Rainey. Just to kind of wrap up some other films quickly to move into the ones you've seen. Soul, one of the best animations,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure it's going to win best animation.
Must win. Must win.
Must win. I say have to win.
Have to.
Off the top of my head too, I think there are some other films that are okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Sound of Metal yet, and I think Jamar, that's something you might want to watch. You can check if it's on Prime Video or something. I think it's a Prime Video film, and then maybe we'll get the best sound from it. And that came out for Prime Video, so you don't have to wait on the Blu-ray, Jamar, okay?
Okay.
But yeah, I think these are the Oscar nominees, and I've enjoyed a lot of them.
Yeah.
I've even enjoyed the short film that you saw.
Mm-hmm. First time in history, guys. Simon the writer watched something I recommend.
And I didn't even know about it.
First in history.
But it's a short film, Distant Strangers. Two Distant Strangers?
Two Distant Strangers.
Starring Joey Badass, the rapper.
On Netflix.
On Netflix. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's so damn good. You saw it, Candice?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It was
so
really
good. It's
Really, really good.
it's Edge of Tomorrow
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
meets the Black Struggle
And Groundhog Day.
and Groundhog Day. Probably more Groundhog Day than it.
Groundhog Day meets George Floyd. Unfortunately.
So the first go around when I saw the whole George Floyd thing, I'm like, we're doing this now again.
But I didn't
And then
I
I started again. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Any others?
Right now, no.
No, you're not going to talk about my octopus.
Alright, hold on. Guys, if you like documentaries about animal underwater and nature,
Yeah.
watch this love story.
Of a man and an octopus.
So it's a guy who finds an octopus while he's deep sea diving, and he starts following. But it's really funny because he didn't know it was an octopus at first because he found it cloaked with clams.
Or like
Shells.
shells.
Yeah, clam shells. And it's really just him just going down there every day, leaving the camera and interacting with this.
Making friends with this octopus.
Making friends with this octopus. It turns out to be a female octopus, and we just watch that
With this
entire.
love story.
It's a love story,
Yeah.
right? You know, and then it's spoiler alert. It's between it's from spoiler alert.
I want to watch it though.
Now, I have a question to ask.
Oh, you have a question to ask?
What?
So the octopus falls in love with him?
I think
No.
so. I think so.
No.
I think she does.
No. No.
I think she does.
No.
Yes, she does.
No.
Alright,
he
you find out
falls-
there's a debate?
He falls in love with the octopus. No doubt.
But she waits on him every day.
No.
So
Oh,
like,
come on, she comes right back.
so you
After
guys,
that time
you
when she
guys
comes-
just
No,
moved me
he's-
from. All right, I saw this. I didn't want to watch it. Oh wow, I probably want to watch this too.
Not what you
I
do.
probably don't want to watch this.
It's just a very interesting interaction and documentary style. Normally when people
Yeah.
do the documentaries of underwater life, it's this canvas of what's wrong with mankind and
Right.
Yeah.
but really and truly it's as close to a documentary Nemo story.
So it's what was it called? Shape of Water? What was that movie? That's what it is?
Is it?
My octopus
Shape of
teacher.
Water, yo, if he had the chance. But yeah. No. It's my octopus teacher. It might be a documentary. Yo, Matty just Matty up the whole thing. No, but I thought it was really interesting the way that they did that whole style of it. It's really like telling a narrative from his point of view, but it gave somewhat life to it. We saw like things trying to kill it and things like
Yeah.
Out of everything you've talked about so far, this one I want to watch the most.
Then watch
Weird. I can watch it.
It's kinda weird.
Octopus Fall for the man. I need to know. I forget about this.
Department to watch this as well.
And then just go back to Chat Bout Flim and let me know. I think the octopus was in love with him too.
I can let you guys know for real.
Alright,
I'll add it to my watch list.
what was the next thing that you saw that was on the list?
That was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Two Distant Strangers.
Two Distant Strangers, Ma Rainey, surprisingly, Miami. There was one more.
There was one more, but
Did you watch Promising Young Woman?
Nope.
no.
Okay.
Oh, Tenet.
Tenet.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
Tenet.
yeah. What did you think of it?
Alright, so I'm in two minds for Tenet. It was
Backwards and forwards.
Well, you have to have two minds to watch Tenet because it's two movies. Remember, don't spoil it for Matthew.
Matthew has not
Alright.
seen
I did not enjoy
The first viewing.
the movie experience of viewing Tenet. I felt like my brain was on fire. By the time I got to the final 30 minutes, I couldn't absorb anything further.
But after doing some homework.
However, after doing homework and some rewatching, I realized that it's the Nolanest thing Nolan has ever done.
More than Memento?
More than Memento.
it. Can I ask a question?
You should watch the following as well.
If you have to do research on a movie, is the movie actually good?
That's why I'm
Maybe
in
not.
two minds.
Alright, so hold on.
But it's so, after doing the research,
You appreciate it more.
you say, yo.
You're like,
So hold on.
So what you
Okay.
appreciate
Matthew
was
asked a really
Nolan's
good question.
mind to create the movie.
But so the thing that's actually so alright. So Matthew, what you're asking is something that has been heavily debated in the terms of not just if it makes a film good or not, right? But if it makes a film pretentious. You understand?
That's
And
exactly
if
what
the
I
film
was
is
thinking.
but then the thing about it now is that after admitting it's pretentious, does that make it elite or poorly done? Yeah, and it's I don't have an answer to that in the sense that therefore if the answer is yes, that makes it a bad movie, then what's the opposite end of the spectrum? If something is bad because it is spelled out here, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's a debate because it then comes down to movie class and snob society kind of vibe
Yes.
and what I can understand it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but
Precisely.
I'm gonna do that.
but then here's the thing about it. Then the other argument now is, does it strike conversation?
100%.
Which apparently does, because you
It
did
does.
research and
100%.
online. I'm sure Reddit is going
Because
crazy.
there are a lot of movies that are confusing and you don't want to research, or you've researched and
Yeah.
after you research
Like,
you like it,
wow.
it's rubbish. I just found out rubbish.
The thing is that, I really believe, like, when he said Nolan, I think that almost everything he does is pretentious.
And on purpose maybe.
And on purpose. And the truth
Yeah.
is, he's allowed.
He's allowed.
He's that good. He's allowed.
He's allowed.
Because
Because
I
Memento
like-
is that
yeah.
good.
I wouldn't call Tenet pretentious though.
you can.
I wouldn't call it.
Let me
Like,
tell here's
I was the opposite of DJ though. Like I enjoyed the last 30 minutes the most out of the entire movie.
yeah.
I was
The funny thing about it, what probably makes it a little more pretentious, Jamar, isn't it as a movie, but is the fact that he knows he can afford to do this. So what is pretentious with like an Inception is that he knows he can build a rig where the rooms are going to spin.
Yeah.
And as I'm like, so the pretentious thing is, I have all this money, I can make a movie, you can't.
And I have all this talent.
And I have all this talent, and I'm
This
going
is
to
the
and I'm
truth,
going to
my
make
mind.
it. I'm going to make it harder than I need it to.
And you know what else it is? He's going to do it all practically.
Yeah,
Because he doesn't do CG.
he doesn't do CG. But then flip,
Oh,
alright, flip that coin, flip that coin.
But can't you say that's a good use of his talent?
No, you can't. That's a debate.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
That is a discussion, John. Because
Like,
here's
if I have all
this.
this talent, why when dumb down my shit just because nobody else no measure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because here's the flip
I'm
side.
going to be the best
Fincher-
version of me.
So Fincher, who is praised.
Well, he can do that. That's the one point.
Yeah. And is that being pretentious?
No, I don't think it's not. I would call it.
Yeah.
I would
Because
call it
Fincher, like for example, Fincher, he doesn't get called out too much for it, but Fincher uses most of CG. Fincher hates practical stuff. So like when you watch Zodiac, almost all the night scenes, the background is CG. He does a lot of stuff in studio because he does like in Social Network when they're rowing. Because remember he uses Armie Hammer is one actor
person
playing the twins.
Right,
Yeah, and he didn't want to hire twins. He wanted Armie Hammer being CG.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
Armie Hammer was really good.
Yeah. So, it comes down to that. But those are the nominees. I look forward. I'm going to try and do a little review post or something. Not review, a prediction post. But for the most part, these are some of the movies that I recommend. If there are any 2021, I don't know where to look. If there are any 2021 nominees that you guys love that we didn't mention, just comment in the comment section and let us know. With that, we're going to go into our next topic.
Alright guys, so now we're going to get into our topic of the day, which is our favorite Oscar snubs.
Snobs.
Let's go.
That's snubs.
Snubs.
Yeah, let's go again.
My favorite Oscar snub is
Wait.
Simon. Because he watches all the Oscar films every year. Has his list, ticks it off, keeps you updated on his progress. So that's my favorite Oscar snub.
You're welcome.
2021 favorite Oscar snubs. Alright, so we're going to start with your first one, which is...
Well, let's also keep in mind, I have a lot.
Okay.
But we're keeping our Chat Bout Flim format of three.
Top three.
Top
Your
three
top
are the three I want to talk about. You know what I mean? I'm going to say something that's actually unpopular opinion. I've spent some time figuring out what Oscar likes and knowing, well, what they tend to like.
Right.
So when I make predictions, I kind of know what would win an Oscar film and as Best Picture. And I kind of, and his favorite Oscar snubs for Best Picture.
Okay.
And I kind of see, when I see a movie win, like for example, Green Book will win,
Right.
and I will understand why it wins Best Picture. Because it's balancing the idea of great film and overall wide audience, all of that foolishness. A lot of them don't deserve it, but a lot of them I can see why it's won. So like for Green Book, I think I had it because I normally go who I want to win and who I think will win.
What's that?
And I had Green Book as think will win.
Right.
I think.
Who you wanted to win?
I wanted Roma to win that year.
Was that Mad Max year?
No. But so I have so like Roma is not on my list today, but that was one of my favorite films of that year. And I knew Roma wouldn't win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though I thought Roma was the best film. But I think there are many times where they don't get it too wrong. It's the biggest debate where people always say Oscars get it very wrong. But I think a lot of times people say that because they haven't watched all of these films. You know? But I also think that's the problem of the Oscars as well. I think a lot of the people choosing haven't seen all the films. So I really think that everything will be better if the Oscars just let me be on the selection committee, you know? Soon. Chat Bout Flim will soon be the official.
We're blowing up, baby.
Yeah. But
Yeah, so your first one was Get Out.
Get Out, and that year was?
And that year, Shape of Water won.
Alright.
2017.
The thing about The Shape of Water is I understood why people loved that film. I understood the reach it had for that film. But Get Out was so groundbreaking. I think Get Out changed horror. As you notice, there are a lot of copycats for the type of Get Out style, and there's a TV show with them. I think Lovecraft took a lot of the style from it because John P. was a producer now, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
For Lovecraft.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he absolutely was. Definitely Get Out is a game changer.
Definitely.
I mean, we all knew Jordan Peele from Key and Peele.
Right.
But if you even look at his profile now, he's not looked at as a comedy actor.
Not anymore.
After Get Out, it's like, okay.
And even on Key and Peele, his sketches would always go in like a strange
Turn.
place.
Yeah. You can know the ones that Keel wrote versus
Yeah.
the ones that Key wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Get Out, absolutely. Game changer, and as he said, there's so many copycats out there. I don't even want to say copycats. It inspired people to really take commonplace genres into a new direction.
Yeah.
So we've seen a lot of black people in ways we've never seen black people before.
Definitely. And I
Yeah.
think because Get Out was centered around that black narrative, you know, I thought that was interesting. But what annoyed me is it won original screenplay. And for me, I think if you win original screenplay and your film had box office success and affected the film world,
The film world. Yeah.
you really should win Best Picture. That's how I
You
feel
really
about
should.
that one. And I really felt that Get Out was snubbed to lose to, I think it's Guillermo del Toro's Shape of Water. So that was my first pick. Matthew or Jamar, any comments on Get Out?
Haven't seen it.
What?
You guys know. Anything made in
That's fine.
2019,
But
I haven't seen.
I'm
Get
afraid
out.
to watch.
Move it to the top of the list.
Ghetto?
I
To the top.
enjoyed
Move it
Get
up.
Out in terms of,
I saw
as you
it,
said,
I was like,
it
there's
took
no
a whole
option
new
for
direction
it.
with horror. Like a lot of the things we that expect to see, we never see it.
right.
And when they finally get down to it and the plot was unveiled, I was like, oh shit, god damn.
Definitely. I
Yeah,
mean,
we never see that happen.
yeah, so that's on my top 3 of snubs. Candice. Alright.
Yeah, and I mean, it has completely affected modern day pop culture because, like, if you see a black person acting strange, you're like, oh yeah, he's in the sunken place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Them
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah, levels.
Mm.
Levels. And it dealt with class, it dealt with, yeah. Did you Get Out?
It was great. I just want to go again. I'm
Alright.
really surprised you haven't seen it.
I'm not surprised I haven't seen it. I'm never surprised or expecting of anything.
Alright, let me tell you guys. When I first saw the poster, I thought it was a horror movie.
It is
I don't
Yes.
watch horror movies, period.
Gotcha.
I didn't know that it was more than just a horror movie, if you will. And then I have no interest in anything that guy does. What's his name?
John and Peter.
Yeah, because I only know him from that other foolishness. I don't watch that none at all. I just think that all of that is trash. So when I say he's doing a horror movie, it's like, I guess skip it. Then it started doing whatever it's
Getting all the
doing.
buzz that it got.
And I was like, I need to watch it and it's there. There are lots of movies that I just have to be in a certain mood.
to actually.
It's just like Room. I don't watch that movie all now.
Okay.
And I really want to watch it. I just know that it's just like Lovely Bones. What was the name of that one?
That's the lovely ones.
The Lovely Bones. Yeah, I was like, I remember watching it. I was like, I wasn't in the right frame of mind to watch this. He's in there, like, so I have to prepare myself for certain things that I get watch because I really get into it. I don't know about Get Out, but it's on the list.
Gotcha.
Get out.
All right.
What's DJ's first one?
Alright, DJ's first one is Pulp Fiction. It
Yeah.
lost to Forrest Gump. in
So it was hard for you to call that a snub, right?
Yo, listen. That's the thing. Like with what Simon was saying. To say snob is kind of a harsh term
For that one.
for that one in particular. And there was another excellent film that year. Do you remember what it was? You chose the other one.
95.
I picked the other one too.
Saving Private Ryan.
No,
No.
94.
It
So
was.
it was.
Look it up on
Where do I begin?
So for you can see why Forrest Gump won Best Picture, but for you, Pulp Fiction, you really just feel should have gotten that.
Listen, that year 94 to me is crazy because I love Forrest Gump. You know, that's one of my favorite movies. And then Shawshank Redemption is, of course,
A complete
the
film.
poster child, the popular choice of this is the best movie ever made.
Mhm.
I mean, I rate it. I don't think it's the best movie ever made. It's not my favorite.
Mhm.
Pulp Fiction is one of my favorite movies for sure. Like, I feel like I'd never seen anything like that before. And
Yeah.
I feel like Quentin Tarantino, he does not get enough kudos. If you know what I mean, it's like he gets a lot, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like he's respected for being creative, being outside of the box, but not for making a great film.
You know what I'm
Will you
willing.
get on that side?
I get what you're saying. I agree with you.
And you know what I'm willing to do for an episode, and I'll put you on that one. We should do a re-Oscars.
Oh, my thing.
And then we can even change who the nominees are. So, you know, like Shakespeare in Love would never be anywhere near.
And
You know, we should do a re-Oscars, and definitely Pulp Fiction for me that year will.
oh, easily. Yeah, so yeah, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I mean, if the stories, the characters.
It's a landmark
style.
film. It's a landmark film, and it's one of those films where people like when people talking about good films to watch, if they're starting off, Pulp Fiction is one of them.
And not only that, again, affecting normal culture.
Yep.
Like the whole thing with this dance, it was
Yeah.
everywhere after that. That was the first wave.
So many people did that briefcase thing.
Then the briefcase thing.
Yeah, like that's been done in every short film, every student film, even features.
Every line Samuel L. Jackson said in the movie.
As a matter of fact, he
Iconic.
only has Bad
And
Motherfucker Now
requoted.
because of that film.
Exactly. So
I think somebody said that's the best selling wallet, like movie wallet.
Wallet,
Yeah.
probably,
I don't remember what the full stat is, but apparently that wallet sells like holy every year. I think we're also forgetting one of the most iconic things about Pulp Fiction that a lot of directors copied from, which is the fully disjointed timeline.
Yeah.
yes, the storytelling vibe. Yes,
The
right.
full, and we're talking the full disjoint, like it's not the backwards, it's not the,
Yeah.
you
And you know
know,
what? I didn't feel my brain bursting. I didn't feel oppressed watching Pulp Fiction. Even though the timeline was all over the place. Go figure.
Shots fired!
if only Nolan could hear him.
He
But yeah,
He
but I get what you're saying.
will.
He will.
Transform,
Right.
transform, yes.
Yeah, exactly. What was my second one?
Okay,
No wait, where were they?
Yep, that's
Okay,
right.
cool.
Your second one, okay, so you have two. You have Mad Max
Or Revenant.
or Revenant.
And the one that won that year was
Spotlight.
No, Spotlight is your typical, this is what the Oscar voters watched. Mad Max, so here's the thing, Revenant is really at the top for me, mostly because I watched Mad Max and Revenant in theaters. And for me, those two, why I have them like tied up there is that it was just such a great cinematic experience, both of them.
Fully agree to both.
Mad Max and Revenant cinematography blew me away. So if I'm being snobbish about those two movies compared to Spotlight, alright, Spotlight is a story. And it's a better told story in terms of it being relatable, because there's nothing relatable really for Mad Max or even Revenant. But I didn't feel anything throughout Spotlight like I felt with Revenant. And there was something about the temperature of Revenant. You know, I know that's not a term that people use a lot, but when shit was cold, I felt colder in that theater. When Leonardo DiCaprio's character was suffering from the wounds from the bear, I really felt the pain when he had to burn those wounds. When he was left behind, like everything about that movie, I felt every beat of that movie, and it came down to performance. The same way, like I hated Castaway the first time I watched it, and the second time I watched it, I almost cried.
What's the question about Tom Hardy? Hate that.
No, the thing about Tom Hardy,
No, he was so despicable in Revenant.
he was so despicable.
But so good to me.
No, but Tom Hardy,
Yo,
Tom Hardy is one of the best method
Living
actors.
I put him way up there.
He's way up there.
I think this was his first all-out villain though. Revenant,
This was before Bane.
wasn't it?
Maybe.
It could be, but the two of them not even in the same league.
Similar timeline.
So they're not in the same league. Of,
You mean what he
Time
did for
for
Bane
villain.
and what he did for
yeah,
Revenant?
and just and then you don't get much acting from him in Batman per se. Like they'll give you ADR for a voice, and it's very
I get
different, but
it. Okay. There are things that he does that is comic related, or
Yeah, you know.
it's cartoonish compared to
So
being a real despicable human being.
yes,
Fully get you. And as a movie, those are the things that made it complete for me. Now, the way the movie is shot as well, just the choices that was made for each camera angle, the choices made for where you're seeing something happening. You know, like even when he's inside the house and all of those things, it's just, for me, was just a great
Not-
experience.
you said. I think the thing is that for Best Picture.
It has to be more complete.
Exactly, because you see, those movies, including Mad Max, could win Best Cinematography or Best
Right.
Sound or Best something else. You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think for Best Picture, it needs to be more complete. And the truth is, I think it needs to be able to touch more people or affect more people. Like a Mad Max not getting though a broad spectrum of people. Revenant might.
Fine.
Mad Max
but
is,
no,
you know-
but here's the thing. I slightly disagree with you with the Mad Max in the terms of Mad Max became the blockbuster when it comes to selling the DVDs. Or
Yeah, but
selling the
blockbusters
tickets.
aren't necessarily what win Oscars, to be fair.
fine. That's a
Because
fair
you know,
point. But
like,
what
their Michael Bay movies are blockbusters, you know what I mean?
definitely.
Okay.
What I do think will happen with Mad Max and Revenant, yes, and that's why I say I can understand Spotlight winning a Best Picture category. We will not be talking about Spotlight. Well, we have not been talking about Spotlight.
True. You might speak about Mad Max.
No, we're still speaking
we're
about
still
Mad Max and
speaking
Revenant. No.
Yeah.
Mad Max, yeah.
When people talk about best like action flicks and things like that, Mad Max gets brought up. But also just even the performance of Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy in Mad Max is more memorable than anything from Spotlight. Spotlight's best moment to me was Hulk's speech.
It was Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, when
Yeah.
he was telling them that
You have to. Yeah. And that's in the trailer, sadly. Yeah, I hate when they do that.
So Spotlight's trailer is better than its movie.
No, well, with this guy, I disagree there. Because
That's fine.
I don't know, Spotlight, and to be fair, Michael Keaton in anything I can watch it. I can't help that part.
Yeah, but he was okay in this.
He does what he's supposed
It's
to.
no Birdman.
Mark Ruffalo
It's no
is
Birdman.
It's no Birdman. It's no Birdman. It's no Beetlejuice.
No, that's a Oscar. That's a best picture. That's a best
Alright.
picture for Michael Keaton.
Complete movie.
Complete.
That's the thing. I don't think Mad Max is a complete movie.
How?
How? As in,
They literally did a circle and come back.
So funny though. What's funny is what you said is actually what most people used to say is why it's not a complete story. But
The
it's
thing is,
funny.
yo, let me tell
It's
you.
complete.
Mad Max, the first time I saw Mad Max, I was like, oh, this is trash. I even go like that, I thought it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I saw it first in 4K on an HDR TV, and I was like, yo, this is pretty as fuck. And then the second time I watched it, I thought it was better. But the first time I was like, this movie script must have been just directions.
Yeah.
Because it has no dialogue.
Yeah.
And me, I like movies for dialogue, I ain't gonna lie. Action is at the bottom of the list of what I go to the movies to see.
Mad Max is the baddest NASCAR movie.
Mad Max is good for what it is, you know, because I think it's better than like Thunderdome or whatever it is, Mad Max.
Oh no, it has knocked every previous Mad Max.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
one of them is really, really bad. The other two were okay, and this one is good
Yeah.
for Mad Max. I don't know if I'd say it's good for a best feature, but
I think
for
it's going to be
sure,
remembered though. I think it's really.
it's going to be remembered because the cinematography is that good.
And then not
And
just
it's fun.
cinematography, but
And it is fun.
It
is
is
fun.
so much
It
fun
is
to
fun.
like
And that's what I
watch
say.
Mad Max over and over and over
Infinitely
again.
rewatchable.
And yeah.
It is fun.
As
And you know who we're not talking about who's really good? The guy,
Beast.
yes, he's really good.
yeah, he does it when him spray more.
Yeah, he's really good in everything.
Yeah.
But he's really good in
Yes.
everything.
He was a lovely day.
Yeah, he's really
Yo.
good. But sadly we don't know his name.
I don't remember his name, but
Yeah, it's just
Like-
supposed to be looking at it.
and him character they have so much depth in that movie. When him having two little friend them when I'm explaining
Bro.
how them keep him company and
He's
him talk to
better than
them.
Tom Hardy in the movie.
I was just like,
Like it.
to me, even
Better
though
than
Tom
Charlie
Hardy
Theron,
is the man of Mad Max, like that character they really shine him very memorable.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the thing with Mad Max now. Like, it comes across as very shallow.
It does.
However, like you just said, this guy is outstanding. You know a little bit of a backstory, but it's enough, right?
Yeah.
It's enough that you care about this
You
character.
care about him, sure.
And so when he meets his demise, it's like,
Yes.
you feel
Which
it?
is why he had to die.
So that is every single character in Mad Max though. Like Furiosa, you know, X amount, but it's enough that you rate her and say, yo, she bad.
Who you know the least about probably?
It's Mad Max.
It's Max, yeah.
But he has
And
the least to know about.
that's true. I mean, he doesn't even speak until like 45 minutes into the movie.
Exactly.
You get me? And I even like how they did the design for the bad guy, whatever his name was. I don't remember, but I thought he was
You need to
really
know a
well.
little
The villain designs are
Established.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The design was
Crazy.
excellent.
Like,
So,
everybody
like, costume.
remembers the guitar man with the flame.
Yeah, but the French,
Yes.
of course.
Man.
And they did that scene practically too.
And
So,
my boy
yeah.
there with the big gun then when they lose him eye.
Yeah, that one, that
Yo.
you want to know more about that character.
Yes.
Yo,
So, and that's
trust
the
me.
problem with a movie like this. You don't really get the backstory and that matter to
My
me
boy,
But
a
it's
lot.
still kind of rich though.
But it is not.
Like,
It is
you
not.
can
I'm not
say-
saying it.
I don't know more about
I don't love more. Yeah,
But,
and it appeals more to men than women for sure.
So you see the fact that we spoke so much about Mad Max.
And not about Spotlight.
And
Why
not
can't
about
talk
Spotlight?
Spotlight with you guys? Because you guys don't like Spotlight.
No, but I even think even people who are snobs.
Can I hear what were the rest of the movies in the category in that?
Give me a chance.
Because that's
Yeah.
only 3.
Yeah. So, and that's my thing about it. It's just that, yes, I understand that completeness that people want, But it comes down to, in my opinion, and this is a problem I have with the Grammys at times too, right? Is it comes down to what I think is a lack of vision from the people picking it. So maybe they're picking it good for their moment, but I do believe that some of the better websites, some of the better movie critics are able to really pick up their favorite of the 10, and those tend to become longer lasting.
So now we're going to go into your next one?
Yeah. No, wait, mine was Revenant. No, DJ.
No, DJ's next one.
DJ's second.
I'm trying to skip it out.
Right?
I'm trying to skip it.
Yeah, that's just done all of
Come
mine.
on, bro.
And I did like double shot shoes. One that.
So you had Lord of the Rings,
Yes.
but Beautiful Mind won.
Which Lord of the Rings was it?
So, your next pick is Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
No. Yes.
Yes. And that year, Beautiful Mind won.
Right.
But this goes back to the point where A Beautiful Mind was a more complete Oscar film.
Correct. Very well acted. Awesome story. Awesome real life story.
But at the end of the day, the impact, and I think, as I said, as I was saying before, I really feel like the Oscar, the people who are choosing Best Picture, they don't have the vision I want them to have. Nobody's talking about A Beautiful Mind today. Nobody. Like, if it's brought up and somebody puts it in front of you, like, oh yeah, that was well done, good job.
Forgettable.
But it is forgettable. It is forgettable. When reminded, it gets its respect. But it is forgettable, and Lord of the Rings is not.
Listen, Lord of the Rings,
Groundbreaking.
the impact it had at the time to bring back the fantasy genre, to bring back the nerds, as I said, bring them back to the totem pole. Even those actors from Lord of the Rings.
Brought back careers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
So I think that's a good pick in the sense that, because I mean, we are doing a hindsight, but I also do believe that in that moment, it had the numbers at the box office, it had the impact, it had the cinematography, and it had the acting performances.
Production, performances, everything.
Yeah.
You will not pass!
You shall not pass.
But
In the books!
shall, okay, bro. You shall not pass!
Yo, goosebumps. Even right now. And I'm not talking when he said that to you, know, because it started there, but when that Balrog whipped that fire and it, oh my god. What a movie. What a movie.
Like, I'm literally just thinking through that movie, you know, all the iconic moments, all the wicked moments, like even the ending ended strong. Even though it didn't end, but it still ended strong.
Yeah.
What's the weakest thing in that movie?
Need to rewatch that.
Weakest thing in the movie.
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Lack
Oh,
of
yeah.
what?
So
Diversity. so
So
Yeah.
white.
I know
so
the weakest thing in the
Like,
movie.
it's fantasy, so it doesn't have to be. It's like the black people are the Urukai.
Yeah. I think Frodo was weak.
Frodo?
Elijah in general to me is weak.
I don't know. I think that means it was a good performance. 'Cause I don't think he's supposed to be a robust character.
True. Fair enough. He annoyed me a little. Like the other hobbits were good.
Okay.
The other two were the two troublemakers plus Sam were good to me, but Frodo, Elijah was
Sam was slightly much up. Mr. Frodo!
Yeah.
Lord of the
Oh,
Rings trilogy versus Hobbit.
What?
There's
That's
no
not a
con-
versus.
The Hobbit versus? That wasn't the versus.
Hobbit is a trilogy?
How much Hobbit make?
No.
It was.
So we're saying
It
it's
was,
one.
but it don't exist.
No,
bro.
Hobbit
Write
is
it off.
Hobbit is hated, bro.
It's horrible.
Terrible.
It's terrible.
Smoke.
Oh god.
Just
Jamar,
like
you like the Hobbit, Jamar, you like that?
Just
Jamar,
like-
Jamar,
The
Jamar,
best thing about Hobbit
I know he's
is,
off camera, guys, but
Benedict
Jamar
Cumberbatch.
got real sad.
Exactly.
That's the only good thing about it.
Jamar, when you're talking about trilogies, Hobbit is never brought up.
Bro,
Maybe Matrix, maybe
Back to the Future
Yeah.
is the real trilogy.
Isn't
Don't
it?
talk.
Yeah. No, wait, no. Lord of the Rings
Matrix
is
is
the
a
top
weak
of the
trilogy,
trilogies.
Yo, for me, it's Back to the Future for sure.
Back to the Future 3 is what kills it off,
Bro,
bro.
don't play from this. Like good.
Don't get me wrong,
Good.
I personally
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
terrible.
Sumner Hobbit is anywhere near Lord of the Rings, but
I thought it was okay.
I like Hobbits.
Yeah, you like.
No, the thing about the Hobbits, bro, why the Hobbit really gets thrown under the bus is that it was forced.
Mm-hmm.
If you take all the good things of all the 3 movies, you could have made one good movie.
True.
But the fact is, the fact that they stretched and forced that show, it showed us really and truly that this was just made to make money.
Yeah, Peter doesn't have too much power.
Isn't it? And that cash grab became too obvious. Because all that Lord of the Rings merch, it became so obvious that Peter Jackson really wanted to try and bring back that kind of cash grab rather than build a world like he did in the first movie. And it's hard to build a world. And Hobbit, first of all, is the shortest book. So it was so obvious that they didn't have the material to make a trilogy.
And there was a lot of retraining.
Yeah.
Like, why they bring back Legolas?
Because
And Legolas is not in the Hobbit.
the reason is that because
Isn't he?
he's the most favored character.
fan
No, wait, no, the cash grab, the money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cash grab. The fan favorite, yeah, you have to brag
It's
him
a
on
cash
one.
grab.
It's like good for it, half a beanie.
So these things you may not know. So alright, so take away the things from the book that they didn't need to add or the length of the book or whatever. The fact is the storyline is just really stretched because they technically don't have a journey like in the Lord of the Rings anymore, and they made a journey out of it just to really stretch it. But let's jump into my
Your
last
next
one.
one, your last one.
My last one.
So you wanted Saving Private Ryan to win, but
Yes.
Shakespearean Love.
Shakespeare in Love.
In love.
Shakespeare in Love.
Jesus Christ.
That's the
I don't
biggest
even,
upset.
That's the biggest snub. Because the thing about
That's a big
Shakespeare,
snub. That's
the
not-
thing
that's
about
actually a
Shakespeare in Love is I don't even get the reason it was nominated. On that list, I think Life is Beautiful is on that list.
Yes.
And that is a better movie than Shakespeare in Love.
What else did you
Wait, hold on. That's a foreign film, right?
The Thin
Yeah.
Red Line and Elizabeth.
Thin Red Line is a better movie than Shakespeare in Love. Wait, let me see this real
Never
quick.
seen it.
I just double checking that Life is Beautiful
Bro,
is
I
what
only
I
know
think
who
it
starred
is.
the movie. I never watched that foolishness.
Yeah, Life is Beautiful is a Holocaust movie with I think it's Pepe the actor.
Yo, that movie was so good.
That movie is so good. It's in fact, in terms of emotional impact, it's close to Private Ryan. But Saving Private Ryan is the movie to win the Oscar. I really want to see like videos of like crowd reaction when Saving Private Ryan didn't win. That was the thing. Like I think now I'm talking about it, I just can't believe.
Right.
So
I can't
Simon,
believe that's
earlier
never
you were
win.
talking about like there's certain things that the Oscar people look for something to win.
There's what they was looking for.
That's what
Shakespeare
I'm
fucking
asking.
somebody.
That's what I'm asking.
don't
what do you think
know.
they're looking for in that?
Did some? I think somebody showed a titty in Shakespeare in Love, and some old guy was just like boobs.
Who's in it? Is Gwyneth Paltrow in there? Who's in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Is
It
Ralph
don't even
Fiennes?
matter.
It's not even.
Was it Ralph Fiennes?
I don't think
Ralph
he's
Fiennes is a guy.
No, he's not the guy.
Yeah, isn't he?
Joseph
No.
Fiennes.
Joseph Fiennes.
Yeah.
One of the Fiennes, not Ralph Fiennes. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Joseph Fiennes. That brother did.
Produced by Harvey Weinstein.
There, of course.
That is why. That is
No,
why.
that's why no Gwyneth
That is why
Paltrow is in
it
there.
wins. That is why it wins.
Sure, got rose because of him.
Joseph Fiennes, Jeffrey Rush.
Oh shit, I watched this movie.
Jeff Rush is really good.
Hey, bro,
Never
you compared to the Private Ryan? It's absolute fuckery compared to the Private Ryan.
Bro, and then that's the thing about it. It's like Spielberg, Hanks. It had all of the big guns there.
Yeah.
Rising
Nobody
Stars.
is. I don't think the director of Shakespeare in Love remembers his movie Shakespeare. I
Who's the director?
Who is the director?
Oh, I don't know.
We don't
And-
even know.
You don't even matter.
We don't even know.
So that is. I
John
think.
Madden.
Suck it, mother.
John
Like
Madden.
I feel like that might be the biggest upset of all time. That might be the biggest upset of all time.
I would concur.
I think
I
so.
would
too.
concur.
Yeah. The fact that we talk about the way we talk about Saving Private Ryan as one of the best films ever made, and it went up against Shakespeare in Love
And lost.
And
and
love.
lost.
Yeah,
That
I'm also
was-
biggest upset. I'm still up to this day.
Like,
No, I don't get it.
Saving Private Ryan stands the test of time. It's better than the war movies before it, and it's better than the ones that have come after, and it's inspired so many.
Yeah.
Band of Brothers was after.
Bro,
Saving
Yeah.
Private
bro.
You get me?
Everything after Saving Private Ryan is based on Saving
Exactly.
Private Ryan.
Video games.
Or at least
Every video game.
use
It
it
all
as
Yeah, it uses the same blueprint
Yeah,
Saving
yeah.
Private Ryan
Even
uses.
Enemy at the Gates.
Yeah.
You remember the opening
Yeah,
scene? in
so
that?
good.
They were and that movie's really good to me,
So
but they were
good.
mimicking the same opening scene
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
And not even just story structure, even the sound design.
Sound design. That was a big thing.
Yo, bro.
When the bomb and
yeah,
you couldn't hear anything.
yeah.
Brother,
So good.
All when them a come out of the boat, bro, and you hear the bullets just a zing past, and you're like,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah,
trust
yeah,
me,
yeah.
trust me.
Supporting cast
Really good.
for that
Supporting
movie.
cast.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Vin Diesel's best movie.
Fox.
I agree.
I don't agree, but it's
I agree.
No,
It's not
Fox.
his movie.
It's the best acting he has ever put on screen.
I agree.
Actually, no.
no.
Groot.
Oh.
No, he has other movies. Don't do that.
Iron Giant, bro.
What?
Iron Giant.
Iron Giant.
Third.
Boiler Room.
It's Groot.
He has movies that are not fast.
Boiler
and
Room
Furious.
fourth.
The one where
It's
he's
Groot. Saving
No, but-
Private Ryan.
You know which one's the one where he's the mafia guy in the courtroom?
Oh.
That movie's good, and he did a good job.
With here.
With
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, and to this day, I still think Pitch Black, the first one, is a very good.
Pitch Black
I
first one
agree.
is really good.
Yeah,
Pitch Black
you're
is
right.
really good.
No, that's his best.
And I did like
Pitch Black
Amanda
is
Park.
excellent.
I did like
I
Amanda
love Amanda Park,
Park. I
bro.
love Amanda Park.
I like
I'm
it.
not sure if I
That's
should
good
ever watch it again because I don't want to find out I don't like it. But,
Vin Diesel's
but let's not
problem
mash up the
is
same
fast
Private Ryan channel. But yeah, to be honest, there's not much else to say about Saving Private Ryan other than it's the biggest snub ever. What is DJ's last one?
DJ, your last one is Django. And who won was Argo.
And what are the other nominees for that year?
So sorry. 2012.
The good thing is we can cut this dead time. Oof. Maybe we don't go there?
So we have Amor, Beast of the Southern Wild, Life of Pi, Lincoln, Les Miserables, Silver Linings Playbook, Zero Dark 30.
So those are actually, that's actually a really good lineup. It's a strong lineup.
Yeah, that year,
Who
big.
I wanted to win wasn't Django. I don't think Argo should have won.
Right.
Who I wanted to win was Life of Pi.
Right. So here's the thing. Argo is good. I
Argo
think-
is applaudable.
right, but I would
Forgettable.
say Argo saved Ben Affleck. Like that's the movie that gave him the opportunity to act further.
But he didn't need an Oscar for it.
He didn't win an Oscar. The
Argo.
movie. Oh, okay, yeah, but not.
Yeah, no,
not
but
acting.
he gets
Did
it.
he direct it?
Well, he doesn't get
I
one for
think
best
he
director.
directed it, you know. He directed it,
Yeah,
but
he directed
it
it
wasn't.
and he
an
acted in
act-
it.
Yeah, but he didn't get the best actor. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
He
is
needed it.
Argo didn't need to.
His second Oscar.
Alright, so like I feel like Django was beyond what anybody expected. I don't feel like anybody was like, yo, this is going to be a great movie. But it's going to be enjoyable, it's going to be fun.
I feel like it's a stretch to say anybody because to be honest with you,
You thought it was going to be like as good as it was?
I mean,
I didn't think so.
I think the thing about it with me is because this is after Inglourious Basterds, right?
I was a bit disappointed by Inglourious Basterds.
Oh, that's one of my favorite Quentins.
I was thinking Quentin.
But that's why I say I can see you saying that, but to be honest, the hype around Django was good.
Mm.
You understand? And mostly because Christopher Waltz was coming back. I remember with Inglourious, Christopher Waltz got the praise.
Right.
That was his breaking.
That was
for us.
Christopher Waltz
for-
breaking
for-
for us. We just
for
double
us.
check that Inglourious Basterds is before.
It is before.
You know, 100% before.
It is before.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, Quentin linking with Christopher Waltz, and we knew that Leo was going to be in it, got people buzzing. So to say that people didn't think it was going to be good, I won't put it that. I will say that people were skeptical about him doing a western, a spaghetti western.
That shouldn't be. That's so strange. This is
But
right
yeah,
up your alley.
but to be honest, I really think that there was really good talk around it, and all of the.
Well, maybe I'm focusing more on Jamie Foxx. I don't think everybody expected that performance from Jamie Foxx. I think maybe from that angle. Because when you start talking about Leonardo DiCaprio and Sam Jackson, all of these, you know what you're going to
You
get.
don't put him in the same category as them, eh?
Jamie,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't.
I don't.
Just because I think he's more multifaceted than they are.
By far.
He's great at so many things,
Yeah.
but strictly acting like these guys are a different echelon. You know, Leonardo, even Sam Jackson, different level of actor. I would say.
I'm not sure if this is unpopular opinion fully, but there is a level of Jamie Foxx that I don't think I put him up there. So for example, like, let's see what he does with this Mike Tyson thing. Let's see what he does with his choices.
Right.
But I feel like he hasn't done great at picking great scripts.
I agree.
I feel like there's a lot of movies that him, the one with the comb over, whatever that was, the violinist guy.
So So this is name or I know which one, the violin guy.
Yeah, the violin guy. I love how hard we are remember some of these things.
I think it's so.
His Spider-Man choices.
Spider-Man is the terrible.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but he's choosing these. He's choosing these
But-
scripts.
I mean,
And when you look on Denzel's track record, like then do better at picking these roles. Then do better at picking roles. Like
Peter wasn't bad. So
Will
you think
Smith
about
is bad at that
Collateral.
as well.
he, of course, I have Will Smith in.
So bad.
I have the two of them in talented actors who I think make really bad movies on them. Really. You understand? And sometimes it comes down to what they choose. And this is why it's hard for me to tip them up to Denzel's level, where Denzel will still choose a bad movie, and
shine
he's
it.
so
And
good
elevate it.
that the movie is okay. That the
Not
movie is
everyone
better.
though. Not everyone though.
Not everyone, but what is his list of-
Virtuosity.
That's one. That's one. That's
And
one.
I feel like that. I feel like that's like in the
That's
middle
so
of his,
bad.
That's in the middle of
I
his
know why that don't
trajectory.
count. Hear why that don't count.
That's
That
the
don't
middle
count
of it.
because what made that bad is things that they thought would have been good technological wise. Like that era, there are certain things where we like. If you really go back and watch Total Recall,
The first one?
yeah, you're going kind of cringe.
Still good.
Yeah, but it's good enough.
Still
It's
good.
still good enough. But there's a little cringe factor. But there's a cringe factor, bro.
Yeah, I mean it came
Yeah.
out in the 80s.
But I think
Yeah.
with Jamie and Django, he did knock it out the park with Django. And I think that movie, if that had won Best Picture, I'd be cool with that.
Right.
You know?
Life of Pi was
But
up.
Life of Pi is who I really thought should have won.
Okay.
In no way,
Argo.
Argo should have
Argo
won.
should have.
Not at all. Oh, they're going to make this like a fake escape. Oh, good. Yeah. But yeah. But at the end of it all,
Good movie though, you know. But it's not great.
yeah, forgettable.
Yeah,
But
that's the word of the day.
There are so many snubs we can talk about, but we can't talk about all of them. So at the end of the day, we just have to watch the Oscars, see who wins, and hopefully
Oscars
them,
tonight.
hopefully, hopefully them get it right. Hopefully them get it right and watch this show before they make the final choice and get it right. But Gigi, let's wrap the show. Let's big up the sponsors and.
So we're going to pick up the sponsors again. Just hold us up for me, please, towards the camera. It's Golden Tiger Honey, suppliers of 100% natural honey, and you can find them at Instagram at
The Tiger Eye. The Tiger.eye.
thetiger.eye.
Inspired by Rocky.
Inspired by Rocky. And they sell full bottles. Don't worry, I just really like the honey.
This is a testimonial to its greatness. Simon can't resist.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe we should take us. No.
Oh no.
So now we usually ask you a question, but because you're family and you've been here already,
You've done that
already
question before.
answered the
Superhero
question. Yeah. Do you have? Has that changed? I'll just ask that.
Pick another one.
No, not pick another one if it's not like from your heart.
Ask
I
me.
mean, everybody
Ask you
wants
again.
Wait,
okay.
no,
if
no,
you
no.
Had,
I have a different question.
okay.
Cool. If you could be one villain
Oh.
from any superhero world that would exist today in real life,
Wow.
Great. I'm gonna write that down as a question.
or should I switch it and say hero?
No.
Villain.
Villain. Yeah.
You can be a villain that exists.
Magneto.
Mm.
Okay.
Like, you know, Magneto.
Who would you be?
I don't know yet. Let me think.
Like, Magneto is,
Matthew wants to be somebody.
Is Punisher a villain?
he's an anti-hero.
No, he's anti-hero.
Because I won't be Punisher for sure.
Why? Like, there's nothing fun about being the Punisher.
For you.
Your family was killed, you don't have superpowers.
He wants to be a villain. He never says he wants a good life.
I mean, based on Netflix, you have more blood in your body than any human being possibly. You're very good at getting beat
The
up.
problem with the average hero is that they don't kill the bad guys. And I believe in killing the bad guys.
Wolverine?
I mean, Wolverine does.
Healing
Wolverine
factor.
don't have that many.
So hold on, guys. You would be Punisher as a villain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. From the cinematic universe, I would be Killmonger. But overall, no, I don't say what powers.
No powers?
They said
Okay,
villain. They said
villain.
villain.
Choose
Man,
one
what
that
powers?
He said supervillain.
He said super villain.
No,
True.
no,
They got to have powers.
no. He said a villain from superhero.
From the superhero
world.
world.
Yeah. You're like,
Why?
I don't know.
He doesn't
No,
have to.
from the movies, from the films, he's one of my favorite villains.
I agree.
I think, other than that though, I'd be Joker.
No powers.
I never saw
Jamie.
powers.
Jamie, you have one?
Jamie wants to be Joker. Alright. But
Okay, we're going to
Alright, fine, since you take joke,
Harley Quinn.
I'll be Thanos.
you'll be Thanos.
Yeah.
Alright.
Harley Quinn.
Only for powers.
Okay, I'm going to do the sign off now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Alright guys, so remember to follow us on Instagram. Follow, like our post, share with a friend. Let's get our numbers up, please. Thanks. On YouTube, subscribe, comment, share, and follow our podcast anywhere that you listen to podcasts. We're on Anchor. There's a little support button if you want to support us. Thanks.
And just tell people about us.
Yes, and if you heard Jamar, just tell people about us. Okay, bye.
Bruh.